and former Trump budget associate Jessica Anderson with me as well. Hello to you both.
Hello.
Nice to be here.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
So let's
Is that
start.
a thing?
It's a thing.
I guess it is now.
It is now. So Friday, I'm sitting here and I'm like, markets close. Whoa, Trump just jacked up prices, tariffs on steel.
Yeah.
And then what happens over the weekend? Howard Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary, says tariffs aren't going away. Trump makes some posts. China fires back. And you know what the markets did? They didn't care one bit. They were in the green today, Chris. And that's where we are in part 60 days in.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, like, the lesson the markets have learned, I think, 60 days in, is don't take anything he says on tariffs, at least, all that seriously, right? Because, look, as you point out, Blake, the reciprocal tariffs went into place. The market went, But a week later, he suspended the vast majority of them. And what have we seen since then? Well, we're going to EU 50% on June 1st. Well, we're going to suspend it to July 1st. I think they basically are saying, like, Trump is going to Trump on tariffs like he does with everything else. And we are not. I would guess you don't see the peaks and valleys, the big roller coaster going forward. I think it'll return to kind of the more traditional way that we've seen it, because I think it's baked in the cake now for a lot of these guys.
So did Trump see what happened, Jessica, because he raised the tariffs, then he's brought them down, basically kept them at this level. He's said, you know, they've got to deal with the UK, or at least a framework. More are out there. Taking on China, that's as bipartisan as anything that you'll find in Washington. That's a winner. And keep your eye on the bond markets, right? Because the second the bond markets got, I think he called it yippy, right? Or had the yips a little bit.
That's
the
golf term.
That's when he made his move on April 9th. And I guess the point is, you kind of have that data and that material out there to look back 60 days in and say, okay, are these the goalposts?
Yeah. So the whole point of all of this is to negotiate with China. Let's remember, he campaigned on making things right with China. He campaigned on America not being taken advantage of. And if you look back in even 2024, the United States-China trade relationship was the worst of any trading party. $300 billion. Almost $300 billion. That's so much money of a trade deficit between our largest trading companies. So this whole thing, the last 60, 90, even 100 days has been about making it right with China, forcing them to the table and negotiating.
So then here was Caroline Levitt earlier today, since you talk about China. Watch.
Well, the European Union came to the table thanks to President Trump's threat of tariffs, and now we are seeing that they are negotiating in good faith with our delegation. So we remain hopeful and optimistic that a deal can be struck.
So is it about China, or is it about the EU and this country and this country and that country?
The eye on the prize is China. If he can get China right, and if he can get the trade deal at least somewhat even between our two countries, then everything else is going to follow suit. This whole thing is about China. And I actually think that's why the other things have been dripping into the news the last 10 days. You have the issues in Harvard. You have the fentanyl conversations that are happening on Capitol Hill just behind us this last week. All of these other things are about unfair deals with China. Trade is number one, and then all these other ways that we have been taken advantage of.
I keep reminding people, though, from the first tariffs in 2018 on China to the phase one deal at the back end of 2019, that was 20 months. And here we are just a few months in, or 2 months in, I should say. This is going to be a long road,
and
is it not?
I think that's what's hard is I think we live culturally. Trump has some role in this, but he didn't create this. We live in a instant gratification world, right? And the reality, Jessica can speak this way smarter than I can. The reality of these things is trade deals are not just like,
they're not
oh,
overnight.
well, we shook hands.
They're not overnight.
It's extremely complicated. And I think he sets this thing where it's like, even in Ukraine and Russia, well, I don't know if they want a deal. It's like, well, we're talking about a ceasefire with land acquisition. Like, it's not, none of these things are as easy, but we live in a world where it's like, why don't I have my pizza? I ordered it 32 seconds ago. I think it's hard with that.
When do you, so if there is a deal with China, let me leave you with this. If there is a deal with China on a, let's just call it a phase one or something like it, and I use that term because that's what happened last time, how long does it take to get there?
Oh, I think we're weeks, if not a few months away. This is not going to be an overnight thing.
A few months would be quick, though.
And I think we should be pleased with that.
Okay.
Look, and I think the American people actually, I mean, I agree, we like things quickly. But on this, the more I talk to Americans out in America, they're willing to wait because they want to get this right.
Okay.
They want to get it right.
Hang around. Other side of the break. Appreciate you both. Still to come tonight here on the Hill. A Republican senator